Hey everybody, it's Ruby. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is Ruby's Lighthouse. We're going to be tapping into divine feminine, divine masculine energy right now. What is going on for twin flames? I'm going to use the graffiti deck to get a couple cards. And we'll see what we get for divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm going to be getting timing, toxic cycles. Repetitive negative pattern in your life or relationship difficult to let go of or cut off completely. You guys could individually be working on toxic cycles, cutting them off, or you have a toxic cycle with this person that you are trying to get through and work through. Let's get another one so we can determine which direction this is going. Promoted. Okay, so I feel like this is you guys individually working on repetitive negative patterns in your relationships, in your life, that are difficult to let go of. But once you do, there's this promotion energy here. A step up in your career or personal life, advancement, growth, or recognition and achievements. So you guys are most definitely probably in limited to no contact right now. And so you guys are individually doing this. You may or may not be aware that your divine masculine, we'll just talk from the perspective of the feminine, is also working through their own toxic cycles here. So can you give me a character card for you? Yeah, there you are. In all your glory. Look at you, spiritual seeker and clergy. You're connected to the divine. I was getting a very large energy coming off of you, and I was seeing just this expansion energy, like this bubble in my mind's eye, only it was like with light, and it was with that color light, like the yellowish white type light, and this expansion for you. Okay, so you're really tied in very closely with the divine. Let's get a card for your divine masculine. Okay, so look at them. There's some sort of strategy, something that they're trying to figure out here. This could be regarding a new beginning. But this could also be developing a plan to deal with the toxicity, these other situations that they're trying to deal with. Okay, so there's some sort of ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness that they are developing a plan and trying to work through on their side. Okay, so you're already in sacred mission, but I think that both of you are still working on this energy here. On the split, we have the High Priestess. That's what I'm getting for you. You're healing, okay? Can you give me an overall card here for the Twin Flame Collective? An overall card here for the Twin Flame Collective. The Queen of Coin. Okay, so this is that promoted energy here. Okay, so what you guys are both, you are, as the divine feminine energy, you are creating this for yourself in terms of your own abundance. Look at that 10 of Pentacles as well. So there's something having to do with money here, but I think that what this is about stability within yourself as a human being. Okay, and so because this is about both of you guys, this is about stability for both of you as souls. And I'm seeing the bird here, and I'm seeing the butterfly here. So this is a lot about communication, but I feel like it's with the divine, and this is in regards to both of you transforming with a death type energy, a death and rebirth type energy. You could be a few steps ahead of this person. Yeah. That's what I was just getting, like, tell me a little bit more about them here. But I'm actually seeing this energy as a traveler today. the Knight of Wands. So they're moving away from this type of vibe, okay? All right, so let's get your energy, their energy, the combined timing, and we'll get some information from Spirit. Nine of Swords, the Moon. It's the full moon energy, guys. Two of Swords. Seeing through the veil. This is my Two of Swords card where you're seeing through the veil. You're seeing through illusions. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. So another 10. We have two tens. Six of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Five of Wands in the reverse. Four of Cups. And I'm going to pull one more. Four of Pentacles. So there, I'm seeing this as the Fool for some reason, guys. This energy is about this for both sides here. You have worked through a lot of anxiety, or you're currently dealing with a lot of anxiety. And it's more in the past energy here. The things that were holding you back, because in this Nine of Swords card, you're seeing the reflection of the Devil energy. You could be staying up at night. You could be feeling this between both of you, where there's this huge sense of the unknown, where you don't really know where things are going. And the Moon is Cancer energy here. But you've seen through the veil. And you're being promoted during this time, just like I said. This person is focused very much on trying to accumulate money with the Ten of Pentacles. They're going towards an end of a cycle here with the two tens energy. And there's a timing from when you see this video within 10 weeks. There's going to be some sort of communication possibly, because I'm seeing the dog here. When it comes to friendship, they're going to either be reaching out to you as their friend, or I believe that's the case. Somebody that can support them through this time of extreme burden. They're getting ready to drop this burden here. And Six of Cups can be past life soulmate, being able to play. I'm just hearing, I just want to be able to be myself again. I just want to be able to play again. I want to be able to live in the moment and go where my heart and soul belong. So there's been some sort of conflict and burden that the Divine Masculine has been dealing with. Both of you have been learning through this time of inner or outer conflict, these toxic cycles that are going to be ended. And it has been very lonely. I'm kind of seeing this energy as both of you really thinking about each other, because this is the combined energy. And both of you have been holding back or being held back by this. The reason for this has been for you to grow and learn as souls. Although it has been very uncomfortable and very, I'm just getting scary, a lot of unknowns, not really knowing where your next step is going to go, feeling extremely burdened and like you couldn't fully see what was the next step in front of you. Okay? What does Spirit have to say about this? Five of Cups. Yeah. High Priestess. Yeah. Hangman. Like I said, you guys were getting hung up. Seven of Swords underneath. You guys were getting hung up because the purpose of this sadness, which you can't fully see yet, and I'm going to show you why you can't fully see it, because both of your backs are to this High Priestess, is that this was for both of your own spiritual enlightenment and your connection to Spirit, which is creating this promotion energy that could not have been obtained in another way. Okay? Potential blocks here. potential blocks. 5 of coin. Judgment. 6 of coin. First of all, I think there could be an over focus on this promotion of getting things back to you. I feel like that could be more in the divine masculines area because we see him here, you know, he, him, she, whoever it is, divine masculines energy trying to put their money away, trying to save for it, right? And I just keep seeing these hands with the money. So there's some sort of giving or receiving of money that is part of this. But with the judgment energy here, it's like not being held down, not allowing yourself to be held down by the 3D elements. So pentacles are physical objects or things. So they could be having to deal with a job, having to deal with a car, having to deal with a home sale, having to give to other people, right? To be able to move forward and get yourself unstuck here. So Spirit is like, you know, you can't just focus on this. You can't just focus on what is tangible here, because that could potentially hold you back. So as part of your plan, making sure that you are in alignment with Spirit, okay? All right, so I'm going to grab a fresh deck. Okay, no, they're saying not that one. Okay, let's do the after tarot. Where are we going? So we're nearing the end of this toxic cycle, right? And then we're going to be moving forward. So in the next 30 days, let's see what we get for you guys. It's going to be coming in next for Twin Flame. It's coming in next for Twin Flame. 8 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, for sure I'm going to have to do this one. 5 of Wands, right? 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. Okay, my nose is itching like crazy here. All right, so the 5 of Wands was in the reverse in you guys' combined energy. So there is going to be movement forward that's very fast. This could be movement or messages back and forth because we have the 8 of Wands moving here. I do think it involves a truth because we have this message coming in that is a little bit different, but it's about wanting to work together and rebuild. Both of you have finished your individual work for this time being. And so it's like the other energy is slowing down, this other conflict, the devil type energy. And this is all about moving forward here. But I do think there's still some emotional things that are in you guys' energy that have to be worked through about the past. Because even though these wounds, the swords are out of the heart at this point with the after tarot, with the 3 of Swords, the heart still bleeds. And there's a period of time that has to come together here with the Hermit, continuing to work through that energy. So we have Hermit and High Priestess. They're very singular energies here, individually continuing to still work on this over the next 30 days or so. All right, so let's get a couple messages here from your Divine Masculine. What do they want to tell you? This may or may not resonate for everybody, guys. I have toxic attachments. I use them to suppress the pain of not having you in my life. I am struggling financially and know you deserve better than what I can offer. That was that energy about the potential blocks and being over-focused on money, tangible things. And so that is something that is going to have to be overcome. That is what this person is sitting in at this time. You are the only one to set boundaries with me. At first it upset me, but I know now you did it for my own good. When you least expect it, I will come back to you and everyone will witness our love in the 3D. So, like I said, we do have that energy coming in the future here about wanting to rebuild and wanting to work together to come out of this conflict on both of you guys' individual sides. But there is a period of healing here and still working through that emotional part. And this divine masculine is going to need to focus on detaching themselves from their own beliefs regarding money and what that means, and perhaps the attachments of money towards others. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Do all the good things for me. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do something awesome. I really appreciate all of you that participate and are here. If you're interested in a private reading, you can access that through Soulful Revolution TV's website, and that information is in the description box for you guys. I have live readings through Zoom, and I also have pre-recorded readings for you, and I do all sorts of different types of readings. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.